And that's my boy.
But my boy.
So what brings you here today?
I actually because come with my boss now.
So what exactly brings you here?
Let's say how we manage us with all these tools. So I want to let me some few things.
Would you care for some drink or something? Right, so I'm hearing.
Yeah, like I need some small cash, after waiting. Things when they go well, so I want to carry
Some small cash.
Yes.
How about you go to the bank or something to just get?
My boss, most of those banks they have for collateral, paperwork now. I use my boss, he just want for me to do.
You don't for Napoli on the loop. So like, how much are we talking about?
I can't much. I got like 50 million naira boss.
50 million naira.
Yes, boss.
50 million naira. Wow. So like, how many weeks can you pay back? Can you pay back in 2 weeks?
No work. 1 month to pay back.
1 month.
Yes.
1 month. You know I don't joke with my money.
Yes, boss. I know, boss.
Are you sure you know I don't joke with my money?
Yes, boss. 1 month.
1 month. Well, should I say bank might not be asking for collateral, but I ask for something.
Like what, boss?
If you don't pay back in 1 month, get in pound of the flesh. How about that? I'll give you.
I'll leave I was.
I'll beat you.
Yes, boss.
Then, have it then.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day.
Nice to have you here. Please, can we meet you?
So I'm Barrister Michael,
Yes.
and this is my client, Ernest.
Mr. Vincent, popularly known as Don Don.
Mr. Vincent, are you with any legal representative today?
No.
So we've gone through the file and then we've seen the issues and the disputes that brought you guys here today, brought you parties here today. So first and foremost, we'd like to know that there's an agreement signed by both Mr. Vincent and Mr. Ernest. And then the agreement states that there's a contract between you to borrow him some money and for you to repay on a particular date. Please, would you like to shed more light on that, Barrister Vincent, Barrister Mike?
Yes, my lord. My client went to Mr. Vincent, popularly known as Don Tom, to borrow a sum of money, 50 million to be precise, on the date 20th January 2025. Now, in the agreement, my client, Ernest, is supposed to pay the sum of money within the period of a month. Now, that time was elapsed, and my client now wasn't financially stable at that moment in time, now has the money now. Now, Mr. Don Tom now is saying that he is not going to collect the money because of the time stated in their contract was exceeded. Now he's saying he wants a pound of flesh. And my client now has the money and wants to pay, but he said no, he wants his pound of flesh.
Mr. Vincent.
So yeah, Ernest here, he's my boy, I know him very well. I gave him a sum of money. We agreed, it was a verbal agreement actually. We agreed and now the time has exceeded. Now the deal is meant to be met.
So according to what both parties have said, there was an agreement between you to loan the money from Mr. Vincent and for you to pay at a particular date, which has passed. And Mr. Vincent, you agreed with Mr. Vincent here that if you're not able to pay up as at that time, he would have to collect a pound of flesh from you. So I believe that both parties agreed to this. It wasn't forced or under any due influence. So Mr. Vincent Donton, what would you like this court to do for you as it is?
I want my pound of flesh as stated in the
How?
contract.
You don't know how, in what context does it state that someone is giving monetary value of something in return for a pound of flesh? And is this a butcher? Are we having a butcher? Is it an abattoir? You don't know how.
Order in my court. Cancel. I would like to let you know that this is a contractual agreement between both parties. They agreed to this agreement themselves.
My
They
lord.
entered into this contract by themselves.
My
They
lord,
stated
you
the
can-
terms clearly by themselves. He wanted him to pay back by paying his pound of flesh and not the money, and he agreed to it.
My lord, can you pay with a pound of flesh?
Cancel. Agreement is agreement.
Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, I've looked at both cases critically, and then this is my judgment. I would like to say that this is a contractual agreement where both parties decide on their own. Nobody forced them, nobody coerced them into this agreement. The agreement term clearly states that they will pay the money, he will pay the money, and if he's not able to meet up with the deadline, he will pay him back with a pound of flesh. Here's my judgment. Mr. Ernest has defaulted in making the payment of 50 million back to Vincent, aka Mr. Dongtong. And in this case, Mr. Dongtong is entitled to getting the pound of flesh as stated in the contract, and I so owed. But however, Mr. Vincent, please, as stated in the contract, it states that a pound of flesh and no blood drops. You can proceed to get your pound of flesh without the blood drop.
No blood drops.
Bam.
How is that possible? How is that even possible?
Would you like to get
you
your
would-
money back or a pound of flesh as stated
A pound
in
of
the
flesh without
contract?
dropping blood.
Then if that's it, you should return my money.
No, they are not returning any money, Mr. Danton. You will come and get that pound of flesh. Say this pound of flesh you want. This pound of flesh you get. Come and get your pound of flesh
In that
without
case,
giving
he
blood.
should return my money.
We are not
Agreement
returning.
is
The
agreement.
law has stated that you come and get your pound of flesh.
How is that even possible?
You have to get your pound of flesh, Mr. Danton. There's nothing we can do about it. My client now is already distressed, and then you come and get your pound of flesh without blood drops. Please proceed. You have to proceed. You bought the knife to the courtroom. You bought a tool. You didn't even want to. You wanted to do it inside the courtroom. Come and get your pound of flesh without dripping blood.
Well,
You must get that pound of flesh.
Ernest, we'll try to see. Some other time.
Are you threatening my